You clicked on this video because you want to know the exact side hustle that changed my life forever after I closed down my first business. Now, for those who don't know, I used to be an online fitness trainer for my own business, just literally just using Instagram and my phone and my laptop, and I would make anywhere from between $1,000 to $3,000 per client, per person who signed up, strictly off of Instagram, no paid ads or anything like that. I did that for 2.5 years. It wasn't until I realized that there was a better way to make income online. And not only that, but I could spend less time and make more money. And I didn't want to believe that because it felt way too good to be true. Because again, for the 2 years, last 2.5 years of my life, I was stuck on the phone, messaging people, constantly posting on social media, hoping my account blew up, hoping that someone would find my account that wanted to buy from me. And it was just so hard to just to even make one sale per month. But let me explain, because it didn't start off that way. You see, about 4 years ago, I was in a position where I was holding on to money so tight. Okay, I was door dashing at the time, and I was working at a college campus in OIT. I think it stood for, you know what? It's just information technology. So we were literally helping the professors and the students fix their computers whenever they had little problems with it. Because hey, I'm a nerd at heart. I'm a nerd. If you haven't been able to tell yet, but here's the thing. I got tired of that job. It was paying $10 an hour. At the time, it was a little bit above minimum wage. And I was just like, yo, like there's a better way to make money online. Or excuse me, there was a better way to make money. And I knew at the time DoorDash was popping. Like it was around, when the world was shut down a couple of years ago. So what ended up happening was I took advantage of that. I decided I wanted to DoorDash because I would make so much more money in a lot less time. And so I was passionate about fitness at the same time. And so I'm telling myself, yo, I'm going to use this money that I'm earning from DoorDash, print off flyers from Office Max, and staple them to DoorDash orders as I drop them off at the door, promoting my Instagram account so people can want to sign up with me, right? I thought it was the best idea in the world. Yeah, it didn't work out that way. Like nobody bought, nobody called, nobody followed, nobody messaged, none of that. And so I had to recalibrate. I'm like, okay, let's take it back a notch. What do I need to do to make money online? Oh, let me just be consistent like everybody else says. So we're over here posting 3 times a day, 2 times a day, showing my workouts. But the problem was I didn't know how to post content that leveraged a product or a service that I can make money from. I just thought because I'm ripped, I look good, and I knew how to work out, people wanted to buy from me. I thought because I had something that people wanted, which is a healthy lifestyle, they would just want to buy from me. Well, sorry to tell you this, you're not an item on a shelf, Jay. Okay, I'm talking to my past. I'm talking to my past self. People who think that they're an item on a shelf think that way, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, like somebody will pass by and grab me, right? Nah, it didn't work out that way. I made no money at all. And so I decided, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should become certified as an online coach or whatever. So I invested in this company to get my certification. I never got my certification. I never got my certification because I ran into financial problems. And that leads me to when I actually found the correct mentorship. Hear me out. I didn't just jump into the mentorship. I was literally like hanging on to my last dollar. And I say this now with excitement, but at the time, it wasn't that way. At the time, my cousin, I've said this before in a YouTube video, but at the time, my cousin, who's the same age as me, was like, yo, Jay, we got some friends at this resort. We should hang out. Definitely come through. I'm like, yo, that's what's up. All right, I'm going to go down to the beach. We go to the resort. It's going to be awesome. We going to have some fun, right? Again, this is around the time when the world was shut down and, it just wasn't too much to do at all. So I was really excited. And I'm like, okay, cool. So how much is it? Because we all wanted to, pitch in and play fair with how much it costs to get the resort. And he was like, I got it for, I think it was a day or two. I think it was like around $400, maybe $500. And I pitched in maybe $75. I'm like, that ain't bad. That's DoorDash money, but that ain't bad. Whole time, I shouldn't have been thinking that way. But let me continue, okay? We went to the resort. We're in the lobby. Okay, everybody's there. We get to the front desk. It's paid for. Then the clerk says, we're going to need a security deposit. And I'm like, a security deposit? Like, what is that? Y'all, well, you might know this, but at the time I didn't know. A security deposit is simply a deposit that they take and they refund back, but only if the room isn't damaged and if it's in good standing. I can totally get that because there are some reckless 20-year-olds and people in their 20s. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, how much is the security deposit? They're like $400. I'm like, first thing in my head, I'm like, all I got is $400. Like all I have is $400. Like when I tell y'all I only have $400, I'm not talking about I had a savings account somewhere of 2,000 or 5,000 or even $100 saved up somewhere. No, my 400 was all I had. My 400 was my gas back home. My 400 was my was everything. Okay? And I don't know if you've ever been there before, but using your last dollar for something that you aren't promised a return on can be a little scary, even if it's a moment where the company is like, yeah, we'll refund it back to you if the room is in good standing. I'm like, yeah, that's great. I know I'm not going to damage the room, but it's my last dollar. Like, I shouldn't have been out at all, but I didn't know these things, right? And so here's the thing. We went to the ATM, and I used my DoorDash card, the little prepaid thing, and I thought that I could go ahead and swipe the card at the resort. And she was like, "Oh, sir, is this a prepaid card?" And I'm like, "Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, we don't take prepaid cards." And I'm like, "What? So what do y'all take?" And she's like, "Well, we take debit cards and we take credit cards. And it has to be with an actual, like, established brick and mortar bank." Okay, cool. So being the person I am, I'm always thinking of solutions. And again, at the time I wasn't excited. I was like, yo, like we paid for the room. What the heck? We're already here. I drove an hour away. I want to have some fun. What the heck is going on? So I think of this brilliant idea. And I'm like, hey, how about I give one of the friends that came along with this, I'm like, hey, all right, let's just call her Girl, okay? Girl, I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me give you $400 cash and you use your bank card to swipe for the deposit, and when they refund the money back to you, you give me back my $400 cash. But we gonna work it like that so we can like build trust among each other and whatever, right? So she was like, okay, cool. So she swiped her card, boom, we got in. All right. We didn't even have fun that day because my cousin's car broke down and we were relying on his car. And we were just like, dang, well, he got a flat tire and he had no spare. So that, like, I wasn't the only one that was in a bad position, but this is how I got into this mentorship. A week or two later, I'm expecting my $400 back because the resort says they're going to give it back, right? So I call while I'm at work at this college job, and I'm like, did y'all send back the refund? And the resort's like, yeah, we've been sent it back. And I'm like, okay, cool. So let me call up old girl so I can get my $400 back, right? Like, she hit me up about nothing. So I hit her up, and of course, she's like, yeah, the money isn't here. And so I'm going back and forth with her. And eventually, she shows me a screenshot of her bank account proving that the $400 didn't come back. I don't know what screenshot y'all know how funny screenshots can be, right? So I didn't know what to trust or not. But all I knew was there was a screenshot of a bank account that had her name on it and had $15K in it. And that's when I asked myself, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing right now that makes me so scared to lose my last 400 when she got 15K? I mean, even if the $400 won't back, she knew she swiped her card at a legit place. She knew the money was going to come. I just don't know. I don't know who was telling the truth, but she ended up giving the money back after I was like, yo, like I ain't playing around, bro. Like I'm about to call my lawyer. And you know what I'm saying? To tell, like, I'm about to bring this to court, like, whatever. I just knew it was going to put her in the position of, hey, yeah, let me give this guy his $400 back. I to this day, I believe she was lying, though, because the resort has nothing to lie about, y'all. The resort has nothing to lie about. And if they do, they don't, because they sent me proof through an email that they sent the money back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it said it sent it back to the last 4 digits of her bank account. Anyways, between that moment of me not having my $400 and feeling like it was stolen from me, which it was at the time, and the time that I got the $400 back, I asked myself, what could I have done better with that $400? Instead of having fun, what could I have done? And it crossed my mind. I could have used this as an investment on myself to make more money. And so I started looking for mentorships when I didn't have the $400 back yet. Mind you, I didn't have the $400 back yet. Okay? I want you to know, I was in the mindset of investing when I thought I was never going to get the $400 back. I had $0 to my name. When I got the $400 back, I spent it the same day. You might be like, Jay, that's insane. That's crazy. Let me tell you, it changed my life forever. Because since then, I started that mentorship, and I learned how to talk to people. I learned how to talk to a camera. I learned how to post content. I learned how to build a program. I learned how to create a digital product. I learned how to talk to people on Zoom and on a phone call to make money online and give them what they want. And it changed my life. My first month, I made $700. I made my $400 back plus $300. My second month, I made $2,700. And for the next 3 months, I made $2,700. This is all as a college kid without a college degree, without being certified as a personal trainer, all of it. All I knew was how to sell and how to work out, but I worked out for my own results. And because I had my own results, I was able to show people I know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't take you being certified and qualified to make money online, because people buy from people. Now here's when it got a little nasty. Okay, I did this for around a year and a half, just literally selling online fitness programs on Facebook and on Instagram, no paid ads, posting content, talking to people who engage with the content, and selling them basically a fitness digital product, a program, and a nutrition program and accountability. I would check up on them every other day or so, and I would literally make money online from that. But the problem was, it wasn't automatic. It wasn't passive. And if you're wondering, like, Jay, what do you mean it's not passive? Like, why would you even care? You're making $1,000 to $3,000 per client, right? Like, you made over 6 figures from this. Well, let me tell you, when you're on your phone and you don't have any people to message and you have to randomly tell people happy birthday just to start a conversation and ask them, are they into fitness, in hopes of booking a phone call with them, in hopes of them actually wanting to buy your fitness digital product or a digital product, that is a lot of barriers you have to fight through. And even though I did it, it wasn't pretty. Like, there's plenty of times where I was dead broke and I had to, like, hours on hours on hours. I mean, like 9 to 10 hour days of messaging people on my laptop. Like, you talk about glued to the laptop screen in order to make a sale. And I would be blessed by God to make 1 sale per month by doing that. So I'm talking, you know what I'm saying, full-time hour work weeks plus more to make $2,000 on average. It was hard for me. And it wasn't until my girl had let me know, she was like, Jay, like, I see you working hard. And I say this with conviction, y'all, because it's so hard to be honest, because it's like you don't want to look wrong, but looking wrong can be a lesson for you and to other people. So hopefully this message is getting out to you all. And if it is, like this video, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you're feeling this, okay? And this was like about a year ago from today's date. She was like, I invested into a course. And I'm like, you invested into a course? Like, what you trying to learn? And she invested in a course that was a couple $1,000s, and it was teaching people something called affiliate and digital marketing. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what any of that is, but go for it. I believe in you, right? And she's like, yeah, I can do affiliate marketing with your fitness business. I'm like, what is affiliate marketing? And she was like, I can refer people to your program since it's already made, and I can make money from it. And I was like, look, you bring more customers to my business, you know what I'm saying? We finna get cashed out, you know, because I know how to help people get results. Like, yo, when I tell you, like, it ain't about the money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about the money. It's about, like, how I was able to help people lose 100 pounds, and I never had to lose a pound in my life. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this fitness thing. But here's the thing. I didn't know how to attract people who are ready to buy. And she was telling me that she could do that. And I'm like, I don't know how you gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, she's talking about it. And of course, there was a period of procrastination. And that probably came from me because I'm so hype about business. Like, I used to listen to, oh my gosh, so much content, so much YouTube University, so many free videos, so many audiobooks. Like, I would spend my last dollar on an audiobook. I ain't gonna lie. Because I knew I was gonna learn something. There's been times where I bought programs and audiobooks and made $2,000 off of using one strategy. So I knew it worked. But here's the thing. I say all this to tell you that after a month of procrastination from her consuming the content, that influenced me to look at what she was doing. And I was like, yo, this is pretty cool. Like, all you got to do is know how to make a post that makes people realize that they need a solution to their problem and they don't have to struggle anymore. You don't really have to teach anything. You just tell people. through a post. It's kind of like how you watch a movie and you enjoy the movie and you're like, yo, I just finished watching Avengers. Like, you gotta see this new Avenger movie. It's crazy. And then your friends go and buy a ticket. But guess what? You don't get paid. The movie theater gets paid. And then they buy popcorn and you don't even get paid from that. So affiliate marketing is exactly that. You see something that you like, that you got value from, and you tell other people about it. And when you refer online, you get a custom link, you refer it to that person. Whenever they make a move forward, you make a certain percentage of that, if not everything. And so it's a beautiful thing, because at first I was like, yo, like, why would I even want to do that when I can make $2,000 off of one conversation that takes 45 minutes? But the traffic was slow and I didn't know how to market, which is the opposite side, which is the second word to affiliate marketing. Marketing. Affiliate, you becoming an affiliate just means that you get some link. Anybody can get a link to refer a product or a digital product or a service or a movie ticket. But marketing is a whole nother ballgame. How do you post something on social media that makes people want to buy? Well, let me tell you, you have to have systems. It's simple as that. I made one post like 2 days ago and it got over 200 people wanting that digital product. It's insane to me. And I don't mean to like over exaggerate with y'all. I'm coming from like humble beginnings. It took me 9-hour days, 7 days a week to make one sale. You might just be like, Jay, I'm good on that. I just rather work a 9 to 5. Let me tell you this right now. When you have systems in place that help you make passive income online because you know how to make a post on social media that's 5 to 7 seconds long or maybe a minute long, and it attracts over 100 or 10,000 or 1,000,000 people to watch that piece of content and then to want that digital product or service that you didn't even have to create, it will change your life. Digital marketing and affiliate marketing changed my life. By week 2 of me doing this, like I told y'all it took us a month to get out of procrastination mode, right? Well, this was around the end of 2023. Y'all, I literally remember being in my parents' house, in his house right now, and it was around New Year's time, right? It was around New Year's time. It was that last week of 2023, and I told myself, give me 5 days, and I'm going to learn this whole course. I'm going to download it in my head like I'm a robot. You know what I'm saying? So I went to my cousin's apartment complex. In their lobby, they have a public lobby, but it's not public. It's like he had to give me a code to type in, right? And so I'm on my Wi-Fi. I'm on my hotspot on my phone. There is no public Wi-Fi. I'm on my Wi-Fi on my phone, plugging it up to my laptop, consuming the course, understanding how to automate a business from Instagram. And I realized I'm gonna have to like take a lot of time out for this. So I spent 5 nights in that lobby working about 6 to 7 hours, consuming the content and mapping out a plan. And it doesn't take that long, but I was consuming a lot of content. And I realized by day 5, I had completed the whole course, enough for me to like have a business set up passively. And so I started to post on social media, and it sucked at first because I didn't know. It was all new to me. Even after posting for 2.5 years, it was all new to me on how to post, on how to make a post that's good enough to make people want to buy something from you without you having to spend a lot of time on it. And so I made a whole bunch of posts, just copying other people and seeing what worked. And eventually by week 2, I made my first sale. My first sale was literally like $3. You might be like, Jay, you did all that for $3. Let me tell you, I did all that for $3 because at the time that I made the sale, I was out in a Taco Bell parking lot, door dashing at like 10 p.m. at night with my girl in the passenger seat. And I was like, yo, I just got an email. Yo, I just made a commission. Like, making your first sale? Oh, it gives you a different type of feeling because you didn't have to work and trade time for money for it. And the reason why I say this is, and not because you didn't have to take time out to record a piece of content. I'm saying this because you created a piece of content once, and it's going to be repeated and shown to thousands. Then I started to have my posts, from literally just copying other people, having my posts reach tens and thousands of people, and then 100,000 people, and then eventually it hit a couple million. And I kept on posting the same stuff over and over and over again because it worked. And that's how marketing is. Marketing usually just doesn't change. The form and the format of it changes. Let me explain. Your grandparents probably read a newspaper. Your parents probably watched the news channel. And we Scroll on social media. It's all media. Like, I don't understand. If you ain't excited from that, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Because these metal rectangular devices we use right now is marketing. What do you use to check the weather? Look. I know how I check the weather. My Apple Watch, my Alexa that's in my apartment, and my phone. I don't watch the news. I can't tell you the last time I watched the news. If I watch the news, it's from a clip that's on social media. I say all this to wrap this up and let y'all know that by my second week of having my own digital product, all right, my own digital product, I made $800 passively. I made $800. So within that first month, I made $800. I made more than $800 that first month, but by my second week having my own digital product, I made $800. $800. Now, the beautiful thing about this is by month 2, I made about 5K. By month 3, I was at 6K. I'm telling y'all right now, if it wasn't for digital marketing, if it wasn't for affiliate marketing, if it wasn't for the Most High, because he's the first one out of all of this, if it wasn't for those things, and knowing that information and having the right system set up, I would not be in the apartment that I'm in right now. And no, I'm at my parents' house right now, but y'all, most of my videos are in my beautiful apartment God has blessed me with. But I say all that because when we moved floor plans, before I even started this channel, when we moved floor plans, they had to have like a proof of income. And we had to have, I believe, about 6K a month coming in. And at the time, she wasn't working. She was doing affiliate and digital marketing as well, too. We were self-employed. You know what I'm saying? Phone and laptop. People walking around, hey, what are you doing? Like, you have a tripod. Oh my gosh, how many followers do you have? Like, it's a blessing to know that knowledge. And so it changed my life because I was able to make $1,000 days, $1,200 days. And it wasn't something that I was not used to. But the part that I was not used to was spending a lot of time to make that money. And I know you can relate because even though you may not have made thousands or six figures online from Instagram, you probably have made money from a job that you had to trade your time for. Well, when you're an entrepreneur and you're posting on social media and you don't have systems set up, or you're passionate about making money online and you don't have systems set up that make you money passively, you still fall in that trap. And as a matter of fact, it's a worse trap because you're working more hours because when you're an entrepreneur and you're posting content, you don't get paid for the hours you put in. You get paid for the value you create and the people you're in front of. Okay? So you can get paid a lot of money and you can get paid literally nothing because nobody cares about you until they know how much you care. And that's why I want to let you guys know that the Insta Income Blueprint mentorship that I have created that has made me over 5 figures is now resellable. You can make 50% of each sale with you just being an affiliate. All you got to do is just have an Instagram, the systems, which I walked you through, and the Insta Income Blueprint, which you get already when you click the link down below and you actually just purchase and you invest. I'm going to teach you how to set up your social media, how to make content that literally works for you in your sleep, how to set up your systems one time so you can make passive income online as long as you post consistently. And number 3, you're going to make 50% commission. Right now, the Insta Income Blueprint course is at a really, 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 really affordable price. So you want to click the link down below if you want to join. You will be able to resell it for whatever the investment is. You will be able to resell it and you will get 50% of whatever the investment is when you click the link down below. Now, if you're like, Jay, I need something that's, break it down a little bit more to me. I like to see things before I make a move forward. That's no problem at all. You can join the class down below as well. You can join the class. I'm going to show you how to make your first passive income sale using the systems that I've used. It's completely free. So go ahead and click the link down below. But if you want that fast track and you're ready to earn and have a product that's already done for you and a product that's worked for me, and I know it'll work for you because it's worked for me, hey, click the link down below. Join the Insta Income Blueprint course and mentorship. I'm going to be in there every single week. I serve my clients. I serve my students. I love y'all, man. But y'all got to know. Y'all got to know my story because I've held it in too long, and I thought that it was embarrassing to say this to the internet, but, it's going to be out here and it's going to inspire someone. But that is the side hustle that changed my life, y'all. I still, to this day, do this full time, okay? All right? There's been some rough patches. As y'all watch my videos, there's definitely been some rough patches. But all glory to God. I pray so hard just for the opportunity to be in front of the right people, to give value, to make sure that I'm putting out more than enough value for what you're paying for. so you can get a larger return, just like when I did when I first started with $400 and I made 700. But you got to put in that work. It's not a get rich quick thing, okay? But if this video inspired you, definitely like it, definitely subscribe, leave a comment down below if you guys are vibing with it. We've been getting a ton of engagement. I love it when I just see these like comments down below, and I'm just like, bro, thank God. Like, thank God, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a job for me. But yeah, if y'all are serious, again, class link below if you want, a larger explanation. And if you're more serious to fast track your success and have a done for you digital product that can literally change your life the same month that you started, click the link down below and join the Insta Income Blueprint course and mentorship. All right. I will see you guys on the next vlog. I'm out. Peace.